guys, welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Wolves against Arsenal. The Premier League is back for another week. And yeah, listen, hoping to end it off in a high. So as you all know, tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the Premier League, Arsenal and Wolves go ahead again. And this is a game I look at on paper and think, guaranteed 3 points. You know, it should be a 3 points game and it should be a quite comfortable game. But then you realise who we're playing. Wolves. Now, I've spoken to a lot of people that I know about the game on the weekend, of course. And some reckon it's going to be a walk in the park. Some reckon it's going to be tough. Some reckon it's going to be... I said to myself, right, it's going to be tough. The reason I think that, if Gary O'Neill was still in charge of Wolves, we'll battle them 4 or 5-0, maybe 6. But this new manager they have has got them playing some decent football. That's all I'm going to say. This new manager they have now, Vitor Pereira, whatever his name is, has got them playing some of the nicest football in the Premier League. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of the nicest football in the Premier League. We don't play that. And it's going to be interesting to watch one player in particular for Wolves. Man, being Matheus Cunha, of course. And listen, you've all heard the reports about Cunha and Arsenal and how he wants to sign for us and how it will be his dream move to the Emirates and everything. I wonder how he's going to play against us tomorrow. He will play, don't get me wrong, he will be playing. But I wonder, how would he play against Arsenal? Would he show Arsenal what he's best capable of doing? Or would he not try? Because you can tell he wants out of Wolves immediately. Like you can tell he wants to get out of there as soon as possible. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be there no more. And his dream move would be Arsenal. Of course, Forest have entered the race to sign him as well, but listen, it'll be interesting to see what happens with this Matheus Cunha deal, if it gets done, if it waits till the summer. I think it's more of a summer thing. I think he'll stay at Wolves until the end of the season, and then we can maybe then discuss with Wolves about bringing them in next summer. But that topic, put that aside. We had the game against Wolves to focus on, and yeah, listen, off the back of a victory in the Champions League as well, a pretty comfortable win, to be honest with you. We dominated the game. Can't really say much more. Go check out the Matchday vlog if you haven't already. I was there, so yeah, Mr. Bombastic. But yeah, listen, I just think it's going to be one of those games where you've got to be careful. Where people have to be careful what they say. People have to be careful what they say, and yeah, think the positives. Think positively. The team selection for me is going to be very, very interesting. You know, we are without some players for this game, some players back, and some players almost returning. So that is very good news. I'll name you my lineup in a second and what I think I would go with for this game. But another player to look out for Wolves, of course, Jørgen Strand Larsen, because he has a goal in him, he has a shot on him. He can score some of the nicest goals in the Premier League, and then goes for about 10 games, and then he'll pull up with like fucking, I don't even know. See, listen, all we can do, like I always say, is go about our business, get the job done, and then move on to the next game. And games are coming thick and fast. Like next week we got Man City at the Emirates. That's going to be a huge game. But that's another preview for another day. And listen, we just got to focus on ourselves, and we just got to get the job done away at Molineux tomorrow. And Molineux's not an easy place to go, you know, and that's been proved. A lot of teams this season have gone up there, won, but struggled, if that makes sense. On paper, it should be a walk in the park, but I don't think it will be that. So, yeah, listen, without further ado, let's go and get straight into my predicted lineup. Starting off in goal, David Raya. Very, very, very straightforward choice for me. Into the back four, first of all, left back. I'd bring in Zinchenko for this game. I feel that's what Arteta will do, because I feel he had a good game in the Champions League midweek, and Calafiori's still coming back from a few weeks out. I don't think Lewis Skelly's available yet after that niggle against Villa. So I think all you can go with for this game is Zinchenko, and I think he's earned his spot in there. Into the centre backs, first of all, Gabriel. Again, a very, very straightforward choice. You know, a leader on the pitch, a leader on and off the pitch. And that's a pretty straightforward choice. Next to him, Jakub Kiwior. Throw him in this game. Play him in this game. I would do anything to prevent Thomas Partey playing that fucking right back. I would do anything. Ben White coming back soon. Tomiyasu, I think it's going to be a bit longer. I think Ben White coming back, I'd say he'd be back by City, or I'm not too sure. I'd say Tomiyasu a bit longer. Maybe give him mid-February, but Ben White coming back, that's massive news. And if he was fit for this game, he'd be thrown straight in there. But unfortunately, he's not, so it has to be Kiwior. Right back will be Jurriën Timber. Again, a very, very straightforward choice. I don't think he had the best of games in the Champions League midweek. I thought struggled a little bit in terms of possession, you know, losing the ball a lot. But yeah, listen, he's got to be locked in this game because he'll be up against the likes of Sarabia and he can cause you problems. So into the midfield, Thomas Partey. Play him in his more natural position, where he should be playing. Play him in his more holding midfield role, where he can break up the play, where he can pick out a pinpoint pass and just fucking do something spectacular with it. Thomas Partey for me. Just in front of him, Declan Rice. Again, a very, very straightforward choice. I feel he's looking back to the old self he was when we first bought him, which is very, very nice to see. Given the fact how he had a shaky start to this season. It's a bit in and out of the sides here and there. But for this game, obviously, he has to start. Into the attacking three. On the left-hand side will be Martinelli. I feel that is a straightforward choice. Starts this game, innit? One of those games where he can get space to you know, cut inside. And that cross he made for Havertz on Wednesday night was so good. He needs to... There's more of that needs to come into his game. But for this game, obviously, he will be thrown in there. Through the middle, Martin Odegaard, the captain, will walk the team out of the tunnel. I feel he's on his last legs of being the captain. I feel if he's not performing up to his standards, I feel we're going to have to strip him from the captaincy and give it to Gabriel. Because Gabriel is like the only leader in this team who actually motivates the team, if you know what I'm saying. Odegaard, he's a great footballer, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's a captain. But... yeah, have to make it do now. And on the right-hand side, Ethan Nwaneri. I bring him back in for this game. He's ready. He's available. When he's ready, like when a player of his quality is available, you throw him in there. Forget Raheem Sterling. Forget Trossard. Nwaneri for me. And up front, as the striker, false nine, whatever you want to call it, Kai Havertz. A very, very straightforward choice. Starting to shut those fans up now that started dissing him a few weeks ago about his wife and disgusting behaviour. But yeah, listen, big game away at Wolves. You know, Wolves never easy to go to. It's going to be difficult. I reckon we can get the job done. We just got to be on our game. We just got to show who we are as a club and go there, get the 3 points, and then we move on to Man City. Actually, no, sorry, Girona in the Champions League. We have Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we got Man City, and then we got Man City next Sunday. That City game, I'm looking at thinking City look like, for the first time going into that game, I'm not worried about Man City, but I'm just worried the fact that it's Arsenal, and you never know what happens with Arsenal. So yeah, if you're new around here, smash like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all soon. I'm out of here. Peace.